These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
Pay attention to your actions. Watch them carefully. Treat your actions with care. Your actions create your character. Your actions create your state of mind. Your actions dictate where you're going in life. Most of us are reactive beings. We react without thinking to what appears to us. A wise man does not react but ponders over the situation and then acts. He speaks from his heart and wisdom. The wise man learns from his mistakes, while others make the same mistakes over and over. This is the true maturity of man.
When I was young, I loved baseball. I once heard a story that Ted Williams didn't go to the movies because it said it would hurt his eyes. He had exceptional sight and reflexes. You had to be if you had many seasons when your batting average was over 400. He didn't party, smoke, or drink. I'm sure many people thought he was a fuddy-duddy. Yet, he was the best of the lot. He paid attention to his craft. Maybe he was baseball's mystic. He turned baseball into a science and an art. He had complete devotion to the game. He did not get side-blinded by the many distractions of life. He just loved to play the game. He was the best of the best. Many famous ball players need to look at his devotion to the game. Brian Eagle was in his game. He did not need to show off. He had nothing to prove. Sounds like a mystic to me. The wise man says, pay yourself first. Take that money and invest it wisely. Over time, your fortune will grow. Schools do not teach this. Our government does not recommend it. They want you to be a slave. A person who understands wealth is a threat. Knowledge he has, he eventually can retire and live off his interest. Did you know that God does not bring peace on earth? That is our choice. Do you know that God won't stop a war? That is our choice. Did you know that God won't stop poverty on earth? That is our choice. God won't stop the problems we have created. That is our choice. There will be no war if man was peaceful. There would be no fights between man. You may have a different point of view. We are all different flowers. How boring it would be if all the flowers in the world were sunflowers. To be peaceful is the greatest strength. War is easy compared to peace. It's easy to blow up and fight your fellow man. It takes a wise man to defuse the bomb of anger within. Throw away your bombs. Throw away your ideas that my way is the only way. I'm going to conquer you. Discover the inner peace of life. It's like dumping that Oreo cookie in a glass of milk. The world should never forget Charles Schulz. Peanuts inspired us all. We love Snoopy and Charlie Brown, Linus with his blanket, the Red Baron, Charlie, you inspired us. May God be with you.
Do you remember the pickup games you played when you were a kid? There was no adult supervision. They were just kids playing for fun. Nowadays, kids are part of a team with a coach. Many coaches think that winning is the goal. They yell and curse at the kids. The kids just want to have fun. They are learning and growing. Don't take the joy out of life for them. Winning is not everything. In fact, the majority lose. But didn't Darwin say that survival of the fittest? In his book, he mentions cooperating in nature more than the survival of the fittest. Man needs to cooperate with one another and have fun. We're all here to enjoy this life. We don't need coaches who put us down.
If you want peace on earth, play your part. If you want people to be kind to you, play your part. If you want your family to love you, play your part. If you want people to like you, play your part. If you want to help somebody, play your part. If you want someone to get elected, play your part. If you want to change this world, play your part. If you want heaven on earth, play your part. If you want people to understand you, play your part. You have a part to play in this world. We need you to play your part. When you first learn how to drive, you learn to pull over to the right when an emergency vehicle comes by. How selfish we are when we refuse to do so. I'm in a hurry. You're going to have to wait. Yet, if the ambulance was going for us, we would be furious. Remember, someday it may be you. Respect your fellow man. The world needs poetry. Poetry is a way for humanity to express his soul. We talk and exchange words every day, yet so many of its words that are superficial. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Poetry allows a person to go deep inside, allows a person to connect to emotions, feelings, and to the soul direct. From the conscious to conscious. There is a place inside where the poet dwells. Words spring from these wells. The water can be bitter or sweet. There is a message hidden deep. The poet tries to capture the experience behind the words. The poet conveys the dreams of man, hidden beyond in a ton of sand. The poet causes wind to blow inside the mind of man. Questions arise inside your mind. The sand blows away and you'll find the jewel inside. Maybe all a poet does is to ask the right questions that will trigger man. Once we have the questions we want answered, we can find the answer inside of us. The poet has the questions, not the answers. The answers lie inside of your heart.